everybody, my name is Troublmaker. I'm playing The Lord of the Rings, War in the North. This, of course, is a older-ish game. I'm going to play as Farron, the character from the new movie. There's also Aradin and Andriel. We don't really remember anything about, but Farron, if I remember correctly, is the father of the dwarf Gimli. Yeah, the Gimli. Anyway, yeah, story time. This is a port, obviously. So, I had no power for the longest time. Basically, this is a weird story. So I'm driving home from my parents' place. I went to their place for Christmas. And driving home, and everywhere around it says risk of fire, and has low, you know. Oh, that's the game. And so, you know, that's fine. It's winter. There's snow. We've had about 2.5 meters of precipitation. This is a nice word for snow by this point.
Of the great...
Dear God, yes, we're going to skip this. And, yeah. So, obviously not expecting there to be a fire. Well, not only was there a fire in the winter, but it lit our hydro dam on fire. You gotta think that's at least a little bit retarded. Yes, it lit our hydro dam on fire and knocked out power. And so we were powerless for like 2 days. And I was planning to do some casts with Rangu for 3v3 tournament with Glorious Design. But, you know, my power went out while we were recording, so whatever we got will be on his channel.
Oh, if these folk knew the danger that threatens them, they'd never find the courage to leave their houses.
So yeah, that was, you know, kind of crappy. I was pretty much huddled up with a blanket. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So that's, you know, I got power back, and it's been 5 hours now that I've had it consecutively, so I think it's a good time to record, but of course, nobody really around to record with.
Well, we came to provide a distraction for Aragorn, and what better way to do that than walking in the front door?
So I'm doing this, playing this terrible game. So this was, you know, an attempt by the New Line Cinemas, I think they're called, to really cash in on that Lord of the Rings thing, and they're doing a pretty damn job of just smashing through their sales. They had the original 3, then they had the extended versions, then they had the box sets, the 2 box sets. Then they had the Hobbit. And then they made the Hobbit Part 2. They have the Hobbit Part 3 coming out. And then they have maybe the begins with an S, like the Seminarian or Seminalian, or I can't remember what it's called, but it's a short stories. And I mean, they've been getting really greedy. Just it's insane how greedy they've been getting. The Hobbit itself is only... It's not even a book, it's a novella. It's an attachment. It's designed for children to be able to read. And they've somehow stretched it to be longer than the original trilogy.
Archers on the stairs.
Oh, I have an archer bow? Well, sweet. And yeah, like they made a lot of art. They made an RTS, well, sort of an RTS, I guess. They made this. They made a couple of RPGs directly relating to the movie, and then they made all these, you know, ridiculous toys and posters, and obviously this game. So they've been doing really, really well with this franchise. I mean, before this point, there was like a cartoon They had a cartoon. They had maybe 2 games. Maybe. I can't say for sure though. And they weren't obviously very good or high quality, and I mean, honestly, this one's not looking too hot either. I mean, it's a beat 'em up. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you very much. Oh, make sure that guy died. He is died. 2 arrows in the back. And so here we are playing this. I got this as a gift from, I have no idea. I have no doubt he paid like $2 for it, or whatever the Steam sale was, and probably just noticed that I had it on my recommended list. I don't know why I had this on my recommended list. It wasn't intentional. So, you know, I'll probably finish it just because it was a gift. My level has increased. Let's see how this goes. Strength. Dexterity. Range, weapons, health, will. So we'll go stamina and strength. Go. So what we have here, we have right trigger B. Oh yeah, I'm playing with my gamepad because I have carpal tunnel syndrome. So increase armor. AoE attack. Super high damage. Baby, the super high damage tree looks good. Okay. Yes, keep changes. Oh, wait. Oh god, what did I... What was the thing I... How do I activate this? Right trigger Y. Okay. Everyone's like an archer. Try it again. Oh my god, black blood just splattered out. Actually not that good of a deal. The gate has opened. Where is the point of interest? Okay, it's over there. Let my allies die. I will save you. Big power attack. Oh, it's got a cooldown. Aim. Well, I guess I'll be doing these, you know, standardized attacks. They also had a MOBA come out recently too, now I remember. Wasn't very good. It was ported from like the PlayStation, and it just didn't click well with the PC community. So yeah, then there was also, of course, Lord of the Rings Online, which was phenomenal. Still kicking, still doing well, actually. They've been rolling out sequels for it, and it's not a high quality game. Like, you're not looking at something that will be like The Elder Scrolls Online, or SWTOR, Star Wars The Old Republic, or any of these other games, but it was all right, and all right was really all people wanted. But one of the big things it did for MMOs was it gave people a lot of things that they thought they wanted. There's a lot of really weird things, like people want housing, in-game housing. Oh god, there's a trap. And
these ruins are not sound.
We must find a way out of these pits.
Why'd you guys jump after me? It's a weird thing though. Like, why would
There's a hidden way through this wall.
why would people want housing in an MMORPG? You know, don't you have what does it do? You just store stuff there, like in the Elder Scrolls. That's what you have a bag for. It's just a really, really inconvenient way of doing things. And yeah, they've added in tons of expansions, tons of Tolkien combat stuff. And I mean, just to give you an idea of how much freaking content they had, they only just rolled out Helm's Deep. They have been stretching the shit out of content in that game. Helm's Deep is the big, massive siege battle
Small, but deadly all the same.
from the Two Towers. It was an absolute masterpiece of a battle. If you haven't seen the second Lord of the Rings movie, which of course you have, because otherwise you're retarded. If you haven't, though, you should check out that battle. It is well worth the watch. It is amazing, breathtaking, actually. When the big saving grace comes, where they save the day, it's like, oh my god, perfect. Everything, but it was amazing. But anyway, they only just added that in Lotro. That's what they call it. Lord of the Rings Online is Lotro. So they still have, a lot of content still sort of just coming around for that game. Will it end? Who knows? That's one thing I'm surprised they haven't done yet, actually, is revisited the Lord of the Rings MMO. Just because Lord of the Rings Online did pretty darn well. It wasn't, it didn't do as good as SWTOR did recently. It didn't do as good as WoW, obviously. But it did really well compared to most games of the time. I mean, during the time of Lotro, WoW got to 13 million players. Now, a giant chunk of that was in China, obviously, but that's still a sizable amount. And, Lotro was able to get a lot of players in. They released a lot of expansions. That was pretty underwhelming.
I need healing. The Ranger's down.
But yeah, like, I mean, the relaunch of, and this is a big dispute amongst people, but when they didn't renew the license of Star Wars Galaxies, and they made Star Wars The Old Republic, I mean, a lot of people were upset, obviously. But it was a massive success. Star Wars The Old Republic is far more successful than Star Wars Galaxies ever was. They have millions of players. They're one of the top MMOs on the market right now. And they could do the same thing for Lord of the Rings, which I don't know if they can. Then that would be, interesting to see, in the least. Where are these last few guys at? Ah, here they are. I am the master of the crossbow. You may call me Farron. Actually, I'm not so sure right now that Farron was the father of Gimli. I think this might be a different Farron. Oh god, I'm almost dead. This is on normal.
Won't last much longer.
Thank you for that shield, Andrew. Timing is impeccable. When low health, use potions. How do you use a potion? That's not good. Potion button? Oh, I got a roll. That's pretty badass. Look at that roll. We got a chubby roll. I mean, oh, one of those buttons did it. I just spammed them all. So yeah, this is kind of, one of these. That's what I think. If they made a really high quality, I mean really high quality, MMO for Lotro, I think it'd be crazy successful. Why would I want that? I'm a frigging non-shield bearing person. There we go. I think it could do crazy, but the quality has to be there. It has to be done by a major studio. It has to be done by the people for the people type of thing. And you can't roll over edges here. And most of the things that come out for Lord of the Rings are pretty damn low quality. They just sell their license off to pretty much anyone that will make a game for them. And, you know, that includes a lot of brand new startup companies. I mean, this one was made by Warner Brother Games, which has, you know, a decent track record, but they're not a big studio. They're not the big dogs. They did Arkham Origins, and I mean, everyone kind of agrees. Arkham Origins it's not nearly as good as Arkham City. That poor bird, he says. So there's actually some sort of story thing happening here. And, birds. Giant birds. Phallic symbol. We are here. A dwarf, an elf, and a human. No hobbits. Oh my god, the bird. It's a crazy bird. To battle. I can roll, I can roll, I can roll, I can roll. Dodging attacks like a mother, because I can roll with a power attack. Rolling away. Power attack, chubby hobbit roll. I'm a dwarf, not a hobbit, because I got the road attack! But seriously, that really makes things so much easier when you can actually block attacks. Can you shoot your allies? Is that... No, that's not kosher, I see. You can break boxes? A point of interest. Why is that a point of interest? I'm gonna break these chains. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Well, that was only 1 of 4 apparently. Must be more birds around here somewhere. We'll get to them, don't worry. The shield will not protect anyone. Badass! But seriously, this is a very, very underwhelming game. If you're considering buying this game, don't. Seriously, don't do it. Unless you're a total rolling badass. I mean, like, beat 'em ups like Batman, they're so good because even the timing of your moves actually matters, where this is purely a very cheaply made button masher. All you're really doing is just button mashing. Oh god. I'm sure these combos matter, but I keep getting these legendary severs, which, once again, I don't really know if they matter. Where's that bird coming? I assume the bird isn't just running away, that he's actually gonna, you know, try and save me and stuff, but maybe not. Who knows? This guy has armor. I guess is his gimmick. Heavy attack. Oh my god. Because I only have 2 attacks, so... Oh god, that was a big attack. Now what? Oh, there we go, the bird. That's actually pretty graphic. Clearly that would have never made the movie. A frickin' bird coming down and severing the head of a goblin. Now he's smiling at me.
Friends.
What the?
Without your timely arrival, My death would have been slow, but certain.
Are you friend or foe?
How can we be sure we won't be the next to feel your talons?
You have seen for yourself that I am no friend of the goblins, and my people have, from time to time, allied themselves with men, elves, and dwarves. Even had you not saved my life, we would have good cause to be friends. I am called Belaram. My home is in the Misty Mountains, and I serve Gwaihir, Lord of Eagles. Who is it I have to thank for my rescue?
I am Farin, a dwarf of Erebor, and King Dane is my lord. My friends here are Andriel and Eridan.
Then I am indebted to you, Farin of Erebor, and to your friends.
Have you seen Elvis?
We hope to find allies here. Have you seen any elves in the city?
Not long ago, I heard the clash of arms and the shouts of goblins nearby. I assumed you were the source.
That's
How
right.
did the goblins manage to...
I was careless.
Who leads them? There we go.
Have you seen any sign of the one who leads this rabble?
I saw a tall man.
Must
You know this
be.
man.
He serves the Dark Lord.
I will assist you.
If we could reach the top...
Beyond those doors,
The machines are certain to be...
I will take to the air and draw their fire.
Alright.
Good.
That's overwhelming. I got an achievement though. Friend to the Eagles. Wow, the dialogue in this game is not going to save it at all. Yeah. Kind of was expected though. It is, after all, a Lord of the Rings game. Their quality is enormously low. So I guess this save point. Nope, I get that. Sell? Oh, I sold something I was wearing, so I'm naked right now. I'm very, very, very hateful towards this game right now. Not really all that intuitive, truth be told. Bolts, I guess. Okay, no save option there. Can I save from here? No. Okay, I guess it's all just corridored and auto saves. Is that correct? Let's see if there's a save thing here. Oh, you can switch characters. That's something.
We've reached the top of the wall. Now to find and destroy the war machine.
Yep.
Quickly.
This is a game.
Erebor is in danger.
Find the edge. It's a long way down.